Hi, welcome to Messy Missy Creates. This is Melissa. We're gonna play. I've spent the last, I don't know, 30 minutes or so trying to make sure I had everything that I needed to do a couple pages, and I think I have everything, but finally I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna turn the camera on before I run out of time to make a video this morning. So, this was my page from yesterday from the Inspired to Create challenge. Yeah, that's it. Here is my basket of goodies that I'm going to work on. Remember the hamburger and the happy gardener? Yeah. Anyway, I just needed to put a number on that page, and let me get my printables out of here. There we go. The rest of it is stuff that I got, you know, all that good stuff we put in our journals. So, anyway, you've heard me talk about my niece being over here. Let's see, I'm looking for the 17th. So I can use, what do we have on that day? What colors do we have that day? I have a blue 17. That's not horrible. Right there. I have, let's see, those are mine. And then I have stuff. I have lots of stuff. This is, let's see. This is a page of Lydia at February and June. Page of her printables. These are her printables as well. I need a Wednesday the 17th, I do believe. Yes, I hope so. Yes. Because we all know, if you saw the live, you know I'm struggling with days and times this week, this month, something like that. I have a, do I want green or teal? I have that option. I have, these are all from February and June. Kind of like that 17. Pull that one. I want to pull that one. I think you've already seen me. I've shown you this. This is one of her printables as well. And then, because I did in her numbers, and I did them smaller to put on my little sticker calendar. Okay, here we go. I don't know what I did with my days like this, except this is more primary colors. I'm not sure what I did with the printable that matches my, yeah, you know that thing. The one that I did for this month. The other thing that I had printed off and forgot to use in my Inspired to Create challenge video yesterday was I printed off some of the printed off the hashtag in a couple different sizes. One so that I could put it on my sticker calendar and or monthly view, whatever you would call that. I kind of like to think of it as my sticker calendar. Because isn't that kind of what it is? Okay, so if I use this 17, then I'm probably going to want, I think that would match, right? Yeah, I think I like that. I think I shall use that. I had planned to just use the ones that I made for this journal this month, but then I became a Patreon of Lydia at February and June, and I love her printables, and it's fun to use. I like to mix things up. I used bunnies all through April, which that was fine, but the flowers I just kind of threw together just to have a quick, something that I could use, so it wasn't really something I was like, ooh, I gotta have it. Ooh, I have this green, yellow, that's not on this page. I like that because I have the, oh, you're not even all the way in frame, are you? Or I'm not in frame. I like that because it matches that pink and purple. So I think I need to stick to, I'm thinking one of these pinks, or even this green might work. So I have Wednesday in blue. I have a W in pink, a little W that would go next to, I haven't gotten used to looking for the days that way yet. I wonder if that would throw me off. I like it, you know, since it's such a big number, just to have a little W next to it. I haven't done that yet. Let's see. The other option is this. That's not horrible. I mean, it's a beautiful, I just meant as far as matching the page. It's an option. Look at me using purple, y'all. Maybe. Well, no, I did use purple. And I'm not like over opposed to purple. It's not my go-to. Now, I have been finding myself, when I got my new phone, the new iPhone came in a real deep purple. And I kind of found that I like that. It's kind of what I would consider to be like a plum color. Let me try this green. Doesn't match the 17, but it matches the page. And it is a little smaller than that one. That works. What else was I gonna try? Oh yeah, this W. I had already started cutting it out, and then I, chopped off part of Thursday, didn't I? Let's see. Okay, aren't they neat? They have kind of like a grid paper background. So I need to, want to, whatever, here in the near future to put all of those in my little files that I still have not found my label maker. Yep, you heard me right. Still haven't found it. So I think I want to put this, I don't want to cover up the frog. Maybe I'll put it here. And then anything else that I had for yesterday, I would put in, or for this day. Ooh, I kind of like that down here. I like that. I haven't done that yet. That's new for me, so I'm going to do that. Glue stick. That's something different for me. And seeing how that's such a big number. I have glue blobs. So there's that. And there's this. It kind of gets lost in the pink polka dots a little bit, but I wonder if I put it. What if I put it there? Well, yeah, I got it sticky. There. That works. And then I wanted to put this on the page. I meant to do that in the video yesterday, or, you know, when I made this page. But I forgot that I had them printed, and my room is in such shambles right at the moment. Or, well, I cleaned it up a little bit this morning. I got a little bit more organized this morning. And I do mean little bit. Organized in that I have, you know, kind of separated out what I'm going to use in my journal today. Let me see. I'm struggling staying in frame. I must have my camera in a different angle this time. So, I still haven't, I never did, and I've got to glue that. I brought my art glitter glue in here today. I have not done anything else with this page. As soon as I made the video yesterday morning and went in to upload it, and then you've heard me talk about my niece coming to help me, so when she comes, we work, and yeah, so we were at it, and we worked until, I don't know, 7:30 last night. She's been helping me go through stuff, and yesterday we did a real big, I say we, I mean her mainly. I did help, but we took my kitchen apart, and yeah, took my kitchen apart, and then we cleaned. I mean, she wiped walls. We did a real good spring cleaning in my kitchen dining area, which also seconds as my other craft area. So I downsized that table. I took the leaf out so that we'd have more room to work around it. And so I lost 1.5 feet of my table where all my card making stuff is and my art stuff. And yeah, I feel like I was trying to move from a 3,000 square foot house to a tiny home. It was like, what am I going to do with all this stuff? So a lot of it ended up coming into this room prematurely. Eventually, I'd like to have it all in this room, but it definitely came in a little prematurely, and now it's just kind of, you know, everywhere. So anyway, I'll get it eventually. My pocket did not glue right. Well, actually, this got stuck in my pocket yesterday. Did not finish gluing this down because I wasn't sure I liked it there, but it's kind of grown on me now. So the only other thing I need to do for yesterday, or for this day, is I need to, you know, rewrite those prompts on there if I'm going to do that. And I'm not that over worried about it. You know, if I maybe make another tag and put, I didn't find, let's see, somewhere in one of these magazines, or I have I'm just going to do a real quick, I do have some cleaning images. Actually, some of them I want to use in the glue book, though. It's kind of funny. Anyway, I thought maybe if I found a big vacuum or something like that, I might put it in my, you know, put it on there for that day. Yeah, I need to do another glue book session. I want to do another glue. Oh my goodness gracious, look at that. Okay, it's time for another glue book. I haven't even looked at this magazine, and it's like 2 years old. But yeah, this one has some good ones in it. I know I'm thumbing through very quickly. Okay, we're not glue booking today. Focus. I'm looking for a vacuum. That is a cute article. I love that little camper. Okay, this wasn't supposed to be a flip through, but of course, you know, I always could cut that out and put it on there. I've done that before. We've hauled out a bunch of stuff, and then we're getting ready to have a yard sale. I was going to use one of these when I clean out my fridge or get a new fridge. I need a new one. And I want a new one. Okay, well, that was fun. All right, I'm sorry I went through that so fast. But we will definitely revisit that one when I do another glue book. Okay, I pulled some of these this morning. This is if you're like this inbox drowning in them. I hate mail. I mean, it just piles up, and I'm so bad about. But this one says if you're a piler or if you're a filer. Yeah, I'm a piler. I want to be a filer. I got this one for all the canning stuff. I took down all of my decorative dishes yesterday and hand washed all of them. You know, I have like some collections. When I had the antique store, I grew fond of a certain, you know, vintage Pyrex, and thought about cutting this out because she didn't use a Swiffer. She got up there and did it with a rag. Yeah, so I could use that. This is a neat tennis ball trick. I hadn't seen this. Remove, you can buff scuffs from wood and laminate flooring with a clean tennis ball. Rub in the direction of the scuff. Thought that was interesting. I did do laundry. Yay. I washed the curtains that were in that area. And what else? I had like a blanket ladder with some vintage tablecloths that I collect or have collected over the years. I love my vintage kitchen stuff. And this house lends itself to that because it was built in like the 30s. And it's been upgraded since then, but anyhow, that was probably more than you really wanted to know, wasn't it? Okay, so I mean, I have that. I could put, I'm not going to put it on the page, but I might put it in a tag or a I apparently am lacking for journal spots. I have a few small ones, but I think I probably need to, you know, I have a few like this. They're just smaller ones, but I think I want some bigger ones. Well, that's pretty big. Oh, yeah, and that was where I was trying out markers. Let me see if this works. And then I could back it with something. But I think it's time to do another, like, dyeing session. No, I'm gonna have to cut that down or something. I don't know. I'm not gonna devote a whole lot of time to it. I'll put it in here and I'll come back to it when I feel inspired to do that. But I mainly want it to get the number and the date on there. So I have, and yeah, I have lots of blank pages right now. Surprise, surprise, right? So I need to get a couple backgrounds on, and let's see, for the 16th. So we're just playing today, and I'm going to either get caught up or start catching up. Yes, you know what I mean. I'm gonna do this page first. This is the 15th, and I'm thinking that I'm going to just go with my trusty blobbing. Let me uncover my little plastic sheet here. And I did a lot of gardening this day and whatever. I think I'm going to use some greens. I like this twisted citron, and maybe I have shabby shutters, crushed olive, and peeled paint are very dark. Let me try either shabby shutters or maybe old paper is a kind of a probably not a true green. Okay. Let me see how this blends together. And my spray bottle. And my little, okay. I was like, row. I found a better piece of plastic yesterday. I just forgot to bring it in here. This one has this flap on it, which I could cut it off, but I have to be real careful about which side I put the ink on. I'm just gonna kind of mush them together a little bit. I'm going to try to erase this 15. I hope I have my days numbered right, because I don't, after my last goof up, I don't really have a lot of faith in that right now. But it's okay. It all worked out. I just have a couple days that are out of order, and I could have added another, piece of paper to the journal, but why do that? I have more than enough paper in here. I just have 2 of my days are out of order. Or, it's okay. But it also kind of represents, my little oops on the live that day, and I just kind of think it was funny. Let's see, I'm just going to layer this up a little bit. Okay, I think that's enough ink on the page. Well, I'm going to let this sit. And then I'm going to take one of my index cards that doesn't have much on it. And I'm just going to soak the rest of it up. Maybe. Or some of it anyway. There we go. Alrighty. So how are y'all doing? How is your, we're over halfway through the month now. How is your May journal coming along? I know I hear from several of you that you struggle with some of the same things that I do, and well, probably everybody else who journals, struggles with it at some point or another. So, but it's like this week, I mean, I'm taking advantage of, my niece has been here helping me all week, and I've had a couple of appointments and things like that too, but I'm just taking advantage of, not taking advantage of her, but taking advantage of making the most of the opportunity, I guess. May have been the better choice of words. But, I'm, you gotta take help when you get help, right? I'm gonna do some blue on this page. This is kind of a dark blue, so I'm just gonna do a little bit, and then I'm going to just add a lighter blue. This is Faded Jeans and Tumbled Glass. My water. This is just so easy. It's such an easy background, and it doesn't saturate your paper, and you can kind of put on as much or as little as you want, You can kind of get different depths of color, or a lot of variety, actually, if you let it dry and then do another color. But close that book on there. And let's see, where did it go? There it is. See, I just love that. And it doesn't even have that much on it, but I can just put it wherever I want it. And then if I want some lighter color, I can add more of the lighter color. And you can do this with markers. You can do this with those ink daubers. You know, any water-soluble ink. I don't know of... I'm sure there are some. I don't know right off the top of my head which other inks are water-soluble. So I don't want to tell you something that's not true. So, going to put some blue on here. Let that dry a little bit. Well, I like that with my green. That made kind of a green color, or that's kind of neat though. You just never know. The green that I had on there had not dried, so it turned out kind of greenish bluish, I guess. Let's see. I can't see all the ink. There we go. This will reactivate, I think, unless you like heat set it, if I remember correctly. But anyway, okay. So have those. I need to let them dry, and then I'll wipe off the excess. And then eventually I use these paper towels as collage when they get full of ink. So I love the dauber. I love doing the bingo dauber, or you know, these daubers right here, but sometimes it puts a lot of color on it, and I'm sure that I just haven't gotten the hang of it. I don't know. Sometimes it's so dark it's hard to write on, so I need to limit that to certain colors. But I just kind of like the, you know, this look. I love that kind of organic splotchy look. So it would be considered my go-to, I'm sure. That did go through a little bit. Not much, though. Probably because the other side was still a little wet. But I am totally fine with that. Okay, so what am I going to put on this day? Well, I have... When I'm not facing the camera, I know my voice sounds very off in the distance. So I apologize for that. I'm just looking through my basket for the things that I printed out. Okay, I'm going to put that to the side. That to the side. Oops. Did I jiggle you? Okay. Where's the one I was looking for? This is my small stuff that I printed off after the last video that I did with my... Oh, here we go. I mean, she came over and we worked, but I had an eye appointment. And then we got Chick-fil-A. What is this day? I have forgotten now. I think this was the 15th, so that was Monday. I just printed off. Here we go. Okay. I did some gardening, and that was the only day I've been out to the garden this week. Mercy. It's been really, really hot here. This week has been a little bit better. It has been, I think last weekend, Mother's Day weekend, we had a heat index of 105, I think. Now, I mean, it was, you know, real temperature was probably in the 90s. It was hot for May. I mean, this is like, you know, end of July or end of June and beginning, you know, July weather. But I got out early enough on Monday before my niece came. And, or no, she didn't come that day. That's right. Because I gardened and then I had an appointment. Yeah. But I picked some stuff and I canned some green beans, which I picked enough to cook a batch for dinner. And then this is my, I have a trellis that goes, I have actually 6 trellises that go over my head. They're probably 6, they go over about 6 feet. You can walk under them without ducking. And the green beans and cucumbers and all that just grow. And they're just hanging down for you to pick. I love this. I love my trellising system. I mean, it's just cattle panels. I don't know if I'll put that one on there or not. That wasn't a great picture. And then I was so proud. I have struggled growing tomatoes here. But I had some small, these are sun gold, like cherry tomatoes. And then this is a big, it's going to be a big tomato. We have a lot of pest pressure here. And if you don't get it early in the season, I mean, we're done by the time most of the country is just starting to harvest, you know. The tomatoes just can't take this heat. And I actually have already lost one tomato plant. I think it was this one too. And it had 2 huge tomatoes on it that probably won't ripen at this point because the whole plant is wilted. But, and then I could make a pocket that fits. Well, I could make, no, I think I'd rather make a pocket and then put this in it. And then, or do I really need to? I was going to, maybe, this is not green beans, but this is an article about canning. So if I don't use it today, I don't need the article. It's not, it wasn't anything that was like new information to me. But I thought these jars were kind of neat just to represent a canning day. Let's see. Let's square that off. But I just wanted some, and I printed these kind of big. I just wanted some pictures of my garden too. I'm using this as a garden journal as well because I have not, I keep saying I'm going to make a garden journal. What am I looking for? Numbers. More numbers. And let's see. I want that one. This was Sunday the, oh yeah, the 15th is the day I left off of my numbers, didn't I? Oh, this will be pretty with it. Yeah. These flowers. These are Lydia's flowers. If I can, I'll link her channel in the description. If I think about, or if I can do it, I'm not even sure I can do that. Link her Patreon. But you can go to Patreon and just search February and June and it'll pop right up. So, and I'm sure that she has the link in her, somewhere on her channel or Instagram account or something like that. So I'll link her channel and maybe her Instagram. And yeah, if I remember, because we all know I have such a great memory. All right, so this is a Monday. I love these bright. Ooh, maybe I want this one instead. I have options. How awesome. This one has a hint more green on it. Well, there, I just pulled it. Okay. Well, I hope I'm not, sometimes I forget to talk, which I rarely ever get to say that because I talk all the time. My husband tells me I could talk to a stump, which, I mean, if you really think about it, there's no stump in this room, but I am kind of just in here talking to myself. Not really, because I know I'm talking to you, because I know that somebody listens on the other end of this, right? So it's not really like talking to myself. And I do talk to my lizards and my plants. So, hey, anything that eats mosquitoes is a-okay in my book, right? So if I have these pictures like this on here, and then I have, these are my onions. I've gotten pretty good at growing onions. I can separate these. I mean, I can put some of these on another day too. It's not like, you know, not like that's going anywhere. I have, I just mainly, it helps me to remember from year to year if I have, you know, like I was able to look back last year. No, I didn't do a journal, but I was able to look back on my pictures that were time-stamped from last year. And I was able to see, I apparently can't cut and talk. I was able to see what I harvested when and what was growing by, you know, like by the beginning of May, you know, this was growing, or by the end of June, this was dead, or, you know, that kind of thing. So let's see, pocket. I think I am going to do, I don't want to do that. I don't like this side thing. I don't have to have that. I was going to put this on here. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's see. What can I use for a pocket? This is what I need to have more readily available. You know, so I don't have to make one every time I want to make. But wait. Anybody else play glue stick bowling ball or bowling? Knock them over like bowling pins. Let's see if I can get this without sticking my arm all in this camera. I love that one. It doesn't really apply to that day, but it certainly matches. Or I guess I could let you look too. Did you want to look? Okay, that one would work. Don't need, not paper airplanes. I'm looking for greens and yellows. It's got candy. Together. Pink, 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 pink. Most definitely. Well, that's okay, but it's not quite what I'm going for here. This is this week. Well, now looky there. I need to look at the back sides of these, because that's kind of neat. All you need is love to grow a garden. There. Maybe I will use that. Peek through these. Okay, on this wonderful day. I think that's enough to choose from. You hear the bird. I'm thinking one of them made a nest in my greenhouse. In the summertime, we take some of the windows off. So, you know, birds and whatever, they can get in. We don't do it so the birds can get in. It's just a result of taking off the windows. Did I already do that? Yes, I did. Okay. Oh, look, y'all. I'll tell you this when I get to that page, but I found a lighthouse stamp at a thrift store. Isn't that cool? So I can do that. All right, even though I really love the color on that, it really doesn't pertain. I think I like that one. It's got the same colors. All you need is love to grow the garden. And I can put my big fat tomato right here. Has a place for the date. And then I can put the stuff about my eye appointment in here. And I don't have to put this whole thing in. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I was just going to cut. I was going to cut this off. And then I can use this to, I can cover it and use it as a tag to put the rest of the stuff on. And so I can do that. And then I can cover. Oh, am I spending an awful lot of time on one page? Yes. But it's okay. I'm enjoying myself. I hope you're enjoying it. You know, if it wasn't for the fact that I needed to do so many pages because I haven't gotten to work in my journal today. But really, I think I just needed a few minutes of downtime and some, yeah, a little bit of rest and sit down and, okay. She's been working me pretty hard. There we go. All right, I'm going to use the scotch on this because on this slick cardstock, when I made the last tag, or yesterday, it didn't, I had to go back and re-glue some of the edges. It didn't really want to stick. So this Scotch Create is pretty darn good. It's almost too good sometimes, because if you want to peel it up, you really can't. Let's see. I think I like that side. So, come on. I like that torn edge right there. Oops, don't like that wrinkle. Uh-oh, I made more wrinkles. Yeah, you don't have a lot of wiggle room with this glue. Oh well. I got a couple wrinkles, but it's okay. But yeah, when it sticks, it sticks. Which is good and bad. I think I'm going to tear that right there. Okay. And then maybe I can tear this way. You think? Maybe. Tear it in a bunch of little pieces. Well, I've already started now, so okay. I can, when that dries, I can go back with a fingernail file and file that down if I want. But since I had the torn edges on this side, I wanted them on both sides. So now I have a tag. Oh, I should have had this in here gluing, huh? Or drying. Fortunately, the art glitter glue doesn't take long. Okay, so these are a hair, that's okay. I was gonna say these are a hair bigger than my page. But that's okay. I do need to remember, because this side's gonna hang off a little bit. So I'm gonna actually put it in, not like right on the edge. Because I have to make sure this side clears. And I thought about cutting that off, but I have plenty of room right here for stuff to hang off. So I'm just going to leave it. Okay. Push that together a little bit so that I have, while it's drying, if you push this top part together just a little bit, it gives you room in your pocket. So I might put, oh, here we go. Yeah, duh. Stapler. I'm on Tiny Tim. Oh, I think I bumped everything. Wow. How does an hour go by so fast when you're journaling? I guess I will just, that kind of matched, huh? Almost like I did it on purpose. Well. I'm still gonna staple it just because I love these little staples. And I think they come in colors, but I love those little staples. I've heard, I think it's Elizabeth, talk about how they stick up. Mine don't really. Maybe I'm missing something, but anyway, I have to have a very extensive eye. Okay, that's okay. It sticks off the top a little bit. Very extensive eye exam every year. Because of medications I'm on. So they put me through about, I don't know, hour and 45 minutes worth of tests and whatever. So I think I'm gonna do this. I do like the canning jars in the corner, and then I can put this in the background and put that in the background. I can put that over here. They can overlap if they want to. I can put this right here. I don't need to write on that. I have all of this. And then, oh no. And then I can put, yeah, I really want those together, but wait a minute. But wait, okay, I have green beans over here, tomatoes over here. That'll work. Let's see. I can cut this down just a smidge. There, that kind of brings out that. Okay, I like it. I like it, I like it. Glue stick. And here we go. That will work. How to fill up a day. I mean, it was a day full. I was busy all day. It's just, you know, it took me a while to pick all these, and then I watched some YouTube, or, you know, I picked all the green beans, and I watched some YouTube while I you know, was snapping them. They're like, you know, snap beans. And then I had an appointment, and then I came back and I canned them. I was going to try to do a video that day, but I didn't get it done before my appointment, and then because my eyes were so dilated, I couldn't see for a while. You know, I probably am going to regret putting that right dead in the center. But it's sticky, so I may have to. I wonder if that will dry, or I can de-sticky it somehow. But anyway. Okay, so I have that. Now I need this. Let me fold this in on itself so I don't get the front sticky, or my journal. So I want to put this down first. I was happy to find that the canning jars in that one little article. That was kind of fun. I need about 18 more canning images because or 80 more. I don't know. I'm probably going to be doing a lot of canning this year, I hope. I wasn't able to do a lot last year, just because I wasn't, you know, I was a lot less physically able last year than I am this year. And so, you know, it was a much easier process. I had to have a lot of help last year. This year I did it kind of on my own. I still have to have a little bit of help getting that big canner, you know, full and on the stove. I can't walk with it yet, but it's coming. It will happen. I finally heard back from PT. I may, if everything goes through with the insurance part of it now, may be approved to go back to PT. So I love this on Chick-fil-A. I don't know if you have Chick-fil-A where you live, but I love on their bags they have this part that says you're the best part of today. I think that's so cool. And I don't necessarily need the part that says Chick-fil-A. I mean, you know, when we go to this clinic, this medical clinic, there's a Chick-fil-A right there. So we often will get, you know, a snack or more than a snack. But I also kind of want it to, here, there we go. I like that. I like it. Ah! I jumped that track and goobered up my glue here. Goobered, that is a technical term. If you did not know that. It's a very technical term. Okay. Oh, I probably should have put that here where it's sticky, but I've got like a one of those resin bags. I think I can unsticky that, but I like that. I'm gonna put that here even though I know it's gonna stick to it, and then I can write about the day. If I need more journaling space, I can cover this side. I don't have to have that information. That's just to remind me. I'm gonna write about how the appointment went and what the doctor said. And one of the medications I take, you can lose your eyesight pretty quickly, so they monitor it pretty well. Okay, well, I hate that I only got one page done, but I had fun doing it, and that's what counts, right? That's what matters. And it was a fun day. I enjoyed it. It was a, you know, anytime I can go in the garden, and I'm probably going to go in the garden now before my niece gets here. But I wanted to make a video because I wanted to work in my journal, and I thought I would bring you along. So I probably will just, if I have more time, I'm just gonna stop this video and turn the camera back on and keep going, if that's okay with you. If you like to see, I don't have to do every page on a video, but some of them, you know, if I'm doing it, I might as well turn on the camera, right? And you know, you have the option to watch it or not. And it just is nice. It feels like I have company, you know. And I think I will. Ooh, I kind of like that there. Yeah, I do. Okay. Yep. So, and it doesn't matter where stuff is on the page, kind of, sort of. I mean, I do like to, I have found that I like it in some kind of order, but sometimes matchy and something just making your heart happy and your eye happy, sometimes that takes precedence over chronological order. because I technically did that before I did that, but it doesn't matter. Okay, that was fun. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you on the next page. Bye.